What's going on, Spartans? Let's talk about Halo Battle Royale. Oh, I know, the controversial topic. The only BR that belongs in Halo is the battle rifle, right? I almost agree with the sentiment, because, I mean, I always question how would a Battle Royale truly play out with the way Spartans have shields and, equipment, the way the sandbox really works as an arena shooter. I'm not too convinced that it would work very well as a Battle Royale, but, that's a big but, what about a Halo spin-off title? What if the Tatanka mode that Certain Affinity has been working on is a true return to form for ODSTs? Now, we've all kind of talked about it, or I'm sure a lot of people clicking on this video have thought about it in the past, drop pods getting dropped from a frigate, flying down to a ring, or maybe even an Earth City, maybe New Mombasa. Wouldn't that be nice? And somehow tying it into a PvE/PvP experience, which I think would be the best. Before I get too far, the only reason why I say Spartans probably wouldn't work very well in a Battle Royale setting is, well, you see what 3 Spartans or 3v1 or 4v1 situation looks like in most Battle Royale games? You can actually clutch up. Imagine getting team shot in Halo Infinite by 3+ Spartans. You will die instantly. Even with overshield, I don't think you can make that much of a play. But what about this? Now, I would want nothing more to be dropping back into New Mombasa, but I think any setting playing as an ODST would be a lot of fun. Now, here's why I think that the Battle Royale would be very suited, obviously, for I think the Halo universe is truly suited for something like a Battle Royale. I've heard many of people like Tim the Tatman, 𝐂𝐎𝐍𝐍𝐄𝐂𝐓, shit, even Dr. Disrespect wanting a Battle Royale. But how would that Battle Royale truly play out? Now, I've played a fair amount of Battle Royales as someone who genuinely enjoys the genre when it's made well. I think I've come up with the perfect way that totally fits in lore-wise how we would have a Battle Royale play out in this universe. Down to basics. Imagine the opening cutscene. Frigate flies in over a ring. Pew, 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 pew. Drop pods flying down to the ring, or whatever setting we have. And then you see your squad, 4 pods kind of form up, and that's when you take over control of the camera. The cinematic is over, and you get to choose your drop point. Maybe it's Apex Legends style. Maybe the squad leader gets to choose the drop point so you all land together. Or maybe you can fly the pod to wherever you want to drop personally. Honestly, I suppose either one of those would work. I would be more in favor of being able to control your own drop pod. Bam, you land. Maybe you land in, visor mode is back, it's a dark and gritty experience. Not too dark, I'm not asking for ODST dark, I'm just asking for some atmosphere in my video game, right? And boy, can Halo bring home some atmosphere to their video games. Now with the reduced movement speed, and maybe adding in a sprint with stamina mechanics would be an amazing feature to see in the next ODST installment. Truly, I think the gameplay would be very good. Looter shooter-esque, everything we enjoy about a Battle Royale experience, fighting our way all the way to the end to be the last team and get that victory royale. But I just want to propose some of the thoughts I've had ever since the conception of a Battle Royale in this universe. As someone who is a lore nerd, I must say, this would play out beautifully. Now, unlike Spartans, where you would just get team shot to death and everyone would have shields and this, that, the other thing, a more gritty ODST type experience where you need to heal might work out in Halo's favor. You can't just run and gun and team shoot, and you have to be a little more strategic with how you play the game. How would shields work? Well, if you haven't noticed, ODSTs, every one of them come with an ODST chest plate. Plates. A plate system would work perfectly in this game. Your plates get cracked, you need to replace them, or you're easier to kill. Simple as that. With a simple Battle Royale looting system, this could work out very well. So imagine this, maybe like Call of Duty, you get 2 to 3 plates, 3 being maximum, and when they get cracked, you need to replace them. You can only carry so many of them on your persons, and thus creating an interesting experience within the Halo universe. I mean, we all know ODSTs are far more weak than your average Spartan. So how would heals play out? Well, let me tell you, if you've ever played Halo ODST, there's things called Medigel packs, otherwise known as Opticans. Now, there could be Optican stations or loot locations where you could find these Opticans, which would be, let's say, a small heal to your health pool, correct? Not a full heal, like a med kit, aka being the second thing I would like to pitch, a return to form on med kits. Remember those little white packets? God, I would love to see those things become useful again. So as I just stated, we would have Optican Medigels, which could be a small heal, a small instant heal, and then you would have the health pack, your good old school full heal, full big heal, however you want to say that, heal you to full in one kit. Maybe it takes a little longer to apply, and I think that would play really well into the health and plate system. But we don't stop there. For all my lore nerds out there, you'll probably remember something called biofoam. Now, biofoam could be used as maybe a quicker application, but it doesn't heal you instantly. It could be a heal over time. So there, we've already established a plate system that could work, and 3 heals that could work within the Halo universe. Now, I know all my lore nerds out there are probably excited already, but let's go a step further. Did anybody ever play PUBG? You remember the armor and helmet system in that game? Well, ODSTs also wear helmets, so what if we found upgraded versions of helmets? Maybe these upgraded version of a helmet that you could loot could withstand an S7 sniper round instead of getting one-shot headshot. You know what I mean? Also, while keeping that in mind, there could be a revive system, right? Maybe even a gulag. I don't know if they want to totally rip off Call of Duty's Battle Royale, but we've already seen stuff like this in Halo Infinite's Attrition, where you can revive your teammates. Now, in the Battle Royale, I would like to see more of a down state. Maybe you pull out your MK50 sidekick and you're able to crawl around a little bit, kind of like most Battle Royales, and you have a set amount of health or time pool where if you don't get, you know, resurrected in that time, then you die and then you can't come back. I feel like there's so many systems that work perfectly in the Halo universe that could really create and craft a beautiful Battle Royale experience. I mean, how awesome would it be to have an ODST game come back? Now, speaking of the sandbox, imagine if you got the target designator in Halo Reach. You know, not necessarily kill streaks or stuff like you see in Call of Duty where you can get an airstrike or things like that, but a full-blown ordnance drop-like attack from one of the frigates that you drop from. Imagine the cool voice actors that they could have come back into the series. You know, just imagine the setting of like you and your teammates posted up in a building and you see somebody rotating across the map and you drop one of those ordnance drops and either kill them or totally stop them and start taking pop shots from a distance. The situations and the amount of fun that a Halo Battle Royale could truly create just baffles me. I think it's one of the biggest missed opportunities in gaming in, you know, the past 7 years since the rise of the game mode Battle Royale. And the other thing being, I know a lot of people say like making an entire game off of a single game mode is not a good thing. That's why I truly think that Halo ODST could work as the next installment of Halo. One of the only options that could or would work for 343. Would it be good? God, I don't know, because 343 would probably be developing it. But I have faith with someone like Max Hoberman co-developing it with them, like Certain Affinity. Imagine how good, you know, a 7 to 10 hour campaign could be in an ODST setting, leading right into the Battle Royale that we all get to enjoy. Ooh, and on the topic of helmets and equipment that you could pick up, maybe we all don't start out with visors, but it's one of those not super rare, but like medium tier rareness items that you can loot across the Battle Royale map. Imagine the advantages you could have in some dark corridors with that visor. There's just so many implications where like the Halo sandbox and things that haven't been done before, or I don't know, have these things even been considered? I truly wish I could just help promote or help work on a project like that. I'm no game developer, but I feel like some of these ideas are truly solid. Let me know what you guys think down in the comment section. What kind of equipment would you like to see from the Halo universe that may or may not have ever even been used in a Battle Royale setting? Now, do I think this is going to be tied into Halo Infinite? God, I wish. God, I hope so. Because I truly think Infinite is probably one of the better Halo games that we've gotten in the past 2 decades. Surely it'll never compare to Halo 3, but this could be or could have been a really good new take on Halo. Now, do I wish that they tied in the Battle Royale, kind of like how Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2019 came out, and then their Warzone Battle Royale came out, you know, months down the road and blew that game up? Again, I can only hope that we would get something like that for Halo Infinite. But what also could work, I mean, let alone it would be a separate ODST armor core, and we would be, you know, its own game mode where, you know, you almost go out of the menu, or maybe, you know, not a different launch title, but something where you boot up Halo Infinite and you can play that game mode and not even be playing Halo Infinite anymore, different servers, you know, made by Certain Affinity. I truly think that it could be beautiful. Imagine the cosmetics and stuff that, I mean, they could add to the store. I mean, if it's free to play, I don't mind spending $20 to look absolutely badass in an ODST setting. As a fan of ODST armor and the helmet and shoulder pads that I've used throughout every single Halo I played, I surely would be excited. With all that being said, I would like to propose one thing. We all know Halo Infinite, or the state of Halo, is down bad. There's no beating around the bush when it comes to that. So what if the next Halo installment was Halo ODST, a true return to form spin-off on the Halo formula? And with that game mode, not only did it have maybe an amazing ODST campaign, maybe it's amongst the ODSTs that were on the Infinity as it went down 6 months prior to Halo Infinite's campaign. Now that would be badass. But the whole tie-in of a Battle Royale to that sequel would be the only thing I would trust seeing, or the only thing I would probably buy or pick up immediately if 343 decided to put in another installment into the Halo franchise. Let's be honest, just having the name 343 associated with your game at this point is no bueno. I'm pretty sure we're on our 4th or 5th flop at this point, and they haven't done much good in the Halo universe. But that doesn't mean they can't do good. Maybe they could take some ideas from me, some of these amazing, health pool systems and a true return to form for ODSTs, and really pump out an amazing title for the Halo franchise. That's just my food for thought. I want nothing more than to see ODSTs back in Halo. And by God, with a shield plate health system like I just pitched, I really do believe that this could be an amazing Battle Royale. Now, real quick, if we look into the leaks, we have 𝐂𝐎𝐿 bot sizes. So maybe there would be different modes like solo, doubles, trios, and squads. I would like to see all of that when it came to a Halo Battle Royale. The 𝐂𝐿 mode would be 100 bots. The last team wins, 25 teams of 4. Now, I find that to be a little small, but again, these leaks are usually not super accurate, but bear with me here. A 𝐂𝐿 with 60 bots, last team wins, teams of 3, so that would be your trios. 𝐂𝐿 free-for-all with 60 bots, last player surviving wins, 60 bots. 𝐂𝐿 FFA with 100 bots, last player survives wins, 100 bots. Now, I'm going to be honest, the word bot scares me in Battle Royales. Bots have single-handedly ruined how the gameplay loop of Fortnite works. Call of Duty bots are some of the worst in the series. They're really brain dead, and they just use aimbots. And honestly, I just rather play against, actual people. It's going to make for a way bigger skill gap in the way the interactions on a game like a Battle Royale will actually play. So maybe down the line when the numbers are dwindling, if the Halo Battle Royale didn't work out, I would like to see something like bots implicated so people can still enjoy the experience. But the only bots that belong in this Halo Battle Royale are truly some PvE experiences. Maybe you drop down and, there's grunts roaming around. You have to watch out for the occasional fuel rod grunt. Maybe there's a hunter in certain areas, and if you take them down, you can get like a fuel rod cannon, have some sandbox, Halo sandbox elements truly implicated into Battle Royale setting. I think all of these things could be a good thing. Now, the last point I want to point out is how would this work story-wise? Now, I know all my lore nerds are like, oh, that wouldn't make sense. Why are ODSTs killing each other? Think about the recent involvement with Aratus, I think I'm saying that wrong, the AI that they're leaking with infection, an AI taking over Spartan bodies. Maybe it's extending further. Maybe, somehow he's taking over ODSTs. I'm not too sure how that would work. That doesn't make much sense lore-wise, but, maybe there's insurrectionist, maybe there's some form of de facto ODSTs, involved with the insurrectionist, and they're turning on each other within this war setting. Now, I'm no story writer. I'm not sure how it could work out, but honestly, I think if you get someone good enough behind the pen and paper, it could work. Anyways, I just wanted to share my 2 cents on the subject. I appreciate you guys for stopping by the video. If you enjoyed anything we talked about today, leave me a comment. Let me know what you think of a Halo Battle Royale down in the comments section. Anyways, Spartans, my name's Nifty Noob, and if you enjoyed the content, maybe subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.